The Shakespeare Question, Did He or Didn't He? Written by Bill Bryson, Shakespeare, The World is Stage, William Shakespeare. The name echoes through time, synonymous with theatrical brilliance. His plays, from the haunting tragedy of Hamlet to the whimsical magic of A Midsummer Night's Dream, are considered cornerstones of English literature. But what if William Shakespeare, the man from Stratford-upon-Avon, wasn't the true author of these masterpieces? This question, whispered for centuries, still sparks debate and fuels passionate arguments on both sides. The very heart of this debate lies in the mystery surrounding Shakespeare's life. While we have records of his birth, marriage, and death, details about his education and experiences remain frustratingly sparse. This lack of concrete biographical information has led some scholars to question whether a man of seemingly ordinary origins could have produced such extraordinary works of literature. Seeds of doubt. Why Shakespeare's authorship is questioned. Doubts about Shakespeare's authorship stem from a perceived discrepancy between his documented life and the depth of knowledge displayed in his plays. Critics point out that there's no record of Shakespeare having traveled extensively, yet his works demonstrate a remarkable familiarity with foreign lands and cultures, particularly Italy. Additionally, his plays delve into complex legal and political matters, prompting questions about how a man with his supposed limited education could have possessed such expertise. Further fueling the debate is the lack of original manuscripts in Shakespeare's handwriting. While this was not uncommon for the time, the absence of such primary sources makes it difficult to definitively link the playwright to his works. The debate over Shakespeare's authorship isn't just about historical accuracy, it's about understanding the genesis of literary genius and whether such brilliance could blossom in the most unexpected of places. In the shadow of a pen name, the Pseudonym Theory. One prominent theory suggests that William Shakespeare was a pseudonym, a mask concealing the true identity of a more learned and well-connected individual. Proponents of this theory argue that in Elizabethan England, writing for the public stage was not always considered a respectable profession, particularly for someone of noble birth or high social standing. Therefore, a prominent figure may have chosen to publish their work under an assumed name to protect their reputation. This theory opens up a Pandora's box of possibilities. If William Shakespeare wasn't the real author, then who was the mastermind behind these timeless plays? Over the centuries, numerous candidates have been proposed, each with their own set of supporters and detractors. Let's delve into some of the most popular contenders and the evidence presented in their favor. The usual suspects exploring alternative authors. Among the most popular alternative authors is Edward de Vere, the 17th Earl of Oxford. Supporters of de Vere point to his aristocratic background, his travels throughout Europe, and his known interest in theater as evidence of his potential authorship. They argue that his life experiences align more closely with the themes and settings of Shakespeare's plays than Shakespeare's own life. Another prominent candidate is Sir Francis Bacon, a philosopher, statesman, and scientist. Bacon's supporters highlight his intellectual prowess and his known interest in cryptography, suggesting that he may have embedded hidden messages within Shakespeare's works, revealing his true identity. They argue that his complex ideas and philosophical leanings are reflected in the play's themes and language. Christopher Marlowe, a contemporary playwright, has also been proposed as the true author. Marlowe's supporters point to his undeniable talent as a dramatist, and the similarities in style and themes between his works and those attributed to Shakespeare. They suggest that Marlowe's early death may have been faked, allowing him to continue writing under the guise of William Shakespeare. These alternative authorship theories, while intriguing, are not without their flaws. Each relies on circumstantial evidence and speculation, lacking concrete proof to definitively dethrone Shakespeare as the author. Moreover, these theories often struggle to explain how the supposed true author could have kept their involvement a secret for so long, especially given the collaborative nature of Elizabethan theater. The case for Shakespeare evidence and arguments. Despite the allure of alternative authorship theories, a substantial body of evidence supports William Shakespeare of Stratford as the true author. His name appears on the title pages of numerous published plays and in contemporary documents related to theater productions. While no original manuscripts exist, numerous printed editions of his plays were published during his lifetime and shortly after his death, suggesting widespread acceptance of his authorship within the literary community. Furthermore, several of Shakespeare's contemporaries, including fellow playwrights and actors, referred to him as the author of his works. Ben Jonson, a renowned dramatist and a rival of Shakespeare's, even penned a tribute to him in the First Folio, a collected edition of Shakespeare's plays published in 1623. These first-hand accounts, while not irrefutable proof, provide compelling evidence that Shakespeare was indeed recognized as the author during his lifetime. Supporters of Shakespeare also argue that the very arguments used against his authorship can be turned on their heads. They point out that while we lack detailed records of Shakespeare's education, the same can be said for many individuals from that era. They argue that his knowledge of law, politics, and foreign lands could have been acquired through observation, conversation, and access to books, rather than formal schooling or extensive travel. Why it matters. The debate's relevance today. The debate over Shakespeare's authorship may seem like a historical curiosity, but its relevance extends far beyond academia. At its core, this debate forces us to confront fundamental questions about identity, authorship, and the nature of genius. Can extraordinary talent emerge from seemingly ordinary beginnings? How much do an author's life experiences shape their work? And how do we reconcile historical gaps with artistic legacy? The enduring fascination with Shakespeare's authorship speaks to the power of his works to transcend time and place. His plays continue to resonate with audiences worldwide, exploring universal themes of love, loss, ambition, and the human condition. The debate surrounding his identity only adds another layer of intrigue to his already captivating legacy. The enduring enigma. Shakespeare's unsettled legacy. The debate over Shakespeare's authorship is unlikely to be settled definitively anytime soon. The lack of conclusive evidence on both sides ensures that the mystery surrounding his identity will continue to captivate scholars, historians, and literature enthusiasts for generations to come. Whether William Shakespeare was a single individual, a pseudonym, or a collaborative effort, the legacy of his works remains undisputed. This ongoing debate reminds us that history is not always a neat and tidy narrative. It is often messy, incomplete, and open to interpretation. The search for the real Shakespeare is a testament to the enduring power of his works, and the human desire to understand the origins of such unparalleled genius. Perhaps in the end, the most important question is not who wrote the plays, but what they have to teach us about ourselves and the world around us.